This is Empire with Capital Chaos. I am at Shoreline Amphitheater here at the Rockstar Festival with Evan of Attica 7. How are you doing?
Awesome.
That rhymed. That I like the way it went. Kind of flowed. So, how's everything going today with the tour, with the band? Fill me in on the wonderful world of you.
I can't tell you, like, I feel kind of rejuvenated and reborn. You know, for me, it was a big cathartic process, reinventing myself as a melodic heavy metal singer, you know, growing up in the hardcore scene and coming, you know, originally like a metal kid at heart.
Yeah. And
kind of going full circle back to my roots. And I mean, Attica 7 is the embodiment of heavy metal, you know, motorcycle lifestyle, honor, honesty, integrity, friendship, brotherhood. It's what I always dreamed of doing, and to have an opportunity to be on a tour this big, because most of these bands are young kids who are 20 years old. And
you're an OG on this tour.
Yeah, we are the oldest guys on this tour, and I mean, today was our second show. This is our first full U.S. tour, you know, and today, I mean, we started playing and a huge circle pit broke out and everybody's jumping, and a guy in a wheelchair got lifted up on top of the crowd, and we brought him up onto the stage with his wheelchair, and he was fucking headbanging. I mean, it was just awesome. You know, over 10,000 people watching the show, and for us, we're an unsigned band, and we're a brand new band, and to get that kind of crowd reaction when most people don't even know our music, only those who really found it online and downloaded it for free, pretty much, which is, you know, the reality is that, you know, when I was in my previous band in the 90s, people used to buy music, and I used to make a good living.
Go to the record store and actually buy CDs.
I actually used to sell albums and cassettes.
Oh yeah.
I even threatened to make an 8-track once, but not really.
Oh man, those are the days.
But you know, just to connect with the fans, you know, for me, that's I find my spirituality in music, and that's the way I connect with people, and it's very therapeutic for me. You know, I'm a person who's got a lot of internal anger and I'm very pissed off about a lot of things, but I channel myself through my music, and I use it to kind of exercise my demons. And the relation that people hear our lyrics and say, oh man, I really relate to that, kind of makes me feel better. And it, you know, today the glory of playing at the Rockstar Energy Mayhem Fest is just, it's like a gift, you know.
That's amazing to hear.
You know, our band was founded originally by my guitar player Rusty Coones in prison, who spent a very many years in prison and not knowing if he was going to get out. So the desperation in his lyrics was so inspiring to me. It was really the catalyst for my reinvention, and at the same time, it was the fuel in my fire to do it again. And you know, above all things, it was Rusty and his sense of gratitude for living life with his newfound freedom that really has taught me a lot about gratitude and about appreciating the things I have in my life. You know, I remember, you know, back in the day, like being on some big festival and being pissed off that I'm playing before some band that I think in my mind I'm bigger than, because my ego would be getting in the way, you know. And a lot of people, you know, mistake confidence for cockiness, but you know, I pride myself on being a really humble person, and I really try to treat everybody with how I'd like to be treated. And, you know, everybody in this band's been through a lot of shit, you know, from addiction to prison to legal problems, to the point that, you know, we're just grateful to be here. You know?
Yeah, and we're really grateful that you guys all found each other and have concocted this amazing group. So tell me a little bit about this program that you have. I know it's freaking going insane right now. Road to Recovery, Evan. What is that program? I'm interested to know about it.
Well, Road Recovery is a nonprofit organization that began in New York, and my friend Gene Bowen actually runs it. And Road Recovery helps bring a message to young people that you don't have to do drugs or be an alcoholic, or you don't have to be fucked up and throw your life away if just to play music. And it's kind of like, let your music be your drug.
Yeah.
And I've played some charity benefit concerts for them. I was blessed enough to share the stage with Iggy Pop, Perry Farrell, Jerry Cantrell, Tom Morello, Gilby Clarke, Don Was, Juliette Lewis, Matt Soar. I mean, just arm in arm with these amazing people, trying to bring awareness to kids and try to help them find the path that has helped me.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I was addicted to drugs, and you know, my story is gnarly, and I can't tell it in this brief amount of time. All I can say is that, you know, I'll be celebrating 25 years sober, clean and sober from drugs and alcohol on this tour, and I definitely could not be doing what I'm doing, and not that what I do matters to anybody else, but this is my life and I want to show up for it, you know, and I want to be there to take care of my kids and my wife and my best friends and the people that are close to me, and I can't be there for anybody if I'm not taking care of myself.
Exactly.
So we speak to kids who are in trouble, kids who are at the breaking point, kids who are in rehab and group homes and incarcerated, and we try to just share a message, you know, that like you can be cool and sober.
So you hear that, kids? You can be cool and sober. So what I want to add to that is that you can go to things and festivals and shows and parties, and you don't have to drink. You don't have to do drugs. So if there is anyone that's watching this video who looks up to Evan or who looks up to this band, and you want to perhaps get off of drugs, you want to quit drinking, what would you have, perhaps in the words of advice, for somebody that wants to get clean for the first time? What would you tell that person?
You know, I mean, the process of getting sober is really a process of surrendering your own ideas and, you know, trusting a program, you know, but it's really more based on attraction than promotion. But all I can say is that, you know, there are no successful drug addicts, you know, not internally successful anyway. There are people who've made money and done it on drugs, but I'll bet they could have made more money or been happier not on drugs.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know that for me, things in my life only started to happen and become good when I gave up my ideas and I said, let me live life on life's terms.
Yes, exactly. So now you're on your own terms. Are you going to stay a free agent and stay independent, or are you going to be looking for a label?
You know, if we found a label that really believed in the band, that really wanted to help us, you know, build our brand and supported us in what we're doing, we'd be open to working with a label. But, you know, right now we're independent, and it's not necessarily by choice, it's just we're a new band.
All right. What about going back to porn?
You know, it's a funny question. You know, it's no secret that I've, you know, spent some time in the adult industry.
Yes.
You know, I think for a guy, you know, to make money, you know, in the sex business is a novelty and a gimmick. And, you know, for me, I was very successful in that business because I didn't really care about it. For me, it was a widget. It was just a business, you know. But my wife and I aren't really involved in the adult industry anymore, and we're pretty much focused 100% on music. I'm besides playing Attica 7, and also she and I are producing an online TV network called Badass TV. Look for it. We're doing a big wrap-up on the 2013 Rockstar and Mayhem Fest, backstage with all the bands, like backstage access, like, hey, check it out with our life, you know? And the other thing that we're real busy doing is that she has a music group called The Ex-Girlfriends, and they have 60 million views on YouTube. Wow. You can check out them on YouTube or at theexgirlfriends.com. And so we're a musical family. My son is even a rapper. So who knows? Maybe a TV show about the three of us.
That's what's next. We're going to have to follow you, Evan. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to meet with Capital Chaos. We're a huge fan, and we're going to continue to watch Attica 7. Thank you again, and enjoy the day. Keep it up.
Take care. Thanks.
All right. And we're out.